Hello, welcome down to Yourstyle Leisure. Today I'm going to take you on a tour around the Weinsberg CaraBus 600 ME, and it's the Edition Fire. Edition Fire meaning that it's a special edition that the manufacturer actually throws in quite a few extras free of charge, which I will take you through as we go around the van. This is a 6-metre panel van, obviously on the 2025, so you've got the new front cab, and it's got the longitudinal beds at the back, so I'll show you what great space you've got in that bed area. But coming around the van, like I said, Edition Fire, you get quite a lot off the brand, kind of free of charge. All your painted front bumpers, no cost option. Alloy wheels, you've got your leather steering wheel and your leather gear stick. Coming round, just got the waste drain just there. This is in a Lanzarote grey. There is a cost option to go for the paint colours, but you can choose any on the configurator. And then we just got the boiler flue just there. One of the extras this particular van has got on, as you can see, it's got the frame windows there, a cost option of about £829, but it does make the van look a little bit more sleek rather than kind of having them on the overlay, and it will protect them slightly more so they're not sticking out at all if you're going down any tight roads. Hookup points just in the back here, and then as we come round, 2 windows in the back, and then like I said, with it being the Edition Fire, you do get a few extras. So you've got the mattress topper free of charge, and then in the back we've got this nice size, generous size gas locker. Moving forward, just behind this panel, which would normally be clipped on, you've got the battery compartment. Obviously you can fit a lot more in there if you did want to go for more batteries or bigger batteries. As standard, it just comes with the one, and then you've got all the heating vents below and the ducting. With it being the longitudinal bed, you can actually choose to take out the middle, so you kind of got 2 singles each side, and this plinth does remove as well. So it does give you the option if you did want to have it as 2 singles rather than the great big double, but for most people you probably could sleep both ways, so longitudinally or crossways. And then if you look in the back, it's also got the speakers and a 240-volt socket, but I'll show you more inside in a second. Waste tanks all down, sorry, the fresh tanks all the way down this right-hand side. And then underneath this side, you've got all your fuses underneath this false plinth just here. But yeah, moving way around the van, 2 windows in the back, and then you get the awning again. As with it being an Edition Fire model, you get that kind of free of charge. Great size entrance step, which is the bigger of the 2 that you can get, and then you've got all your multimedia system built in just in the front, and like I mentioned, you've got the leather finished steering wheel, and then it's got the reverse camera at the back, which I didn't show you. Again, with it being the Edition Fire, you've got, as a no cost option, these seats come as standard, a nice leatherette finish with a diamond kind of quilted stitch. You can change the no cost option to alu as well, which is more of a fabric feel, but these do look a real quality seat. Obviously got your 2 front swivel seats, and then just show you a bit around the cab, but pretty standard for the Fiat. This has got the optional extra of having the panoramic bow window. This is an £1,800 cost option. If you didn't go for this as standard, what you would have is your standard normal bulkhead on the Fiat vans. I do prefer possibly going for there's something called an easy space build out, which is where you'll still get all this cupboard section without this window, so it just feels a bit more spacious and airy. But obviously the best option to get is this great panoramic window, and it does just make the van feel a hell of a lot brighter than if it didn't have it in. Especially on these nice summer days, it's a nice place to be inside even while it's so nice outside. It's got the sliding seats as well, so when you do have people sat around the table, or even when you're travelling, just slot this cushion down the centre and you've got a lot more space rather than it being all cramped up. And then when you're done with it, you can just take the cushion out and slide it back along. As with a lot of the Canals Weinsberg vans, it's got the floating table. You can buy a table leg, but I think not having the table leg is really, really good, because if you are sitting at whatever seat, your knees can just slide straight underneath and you're not kind of moving things around. Got the table extension just underneath as well. Just pull down on this like so, and then it will push out. And then if you look, you've got 2 touch lights just to the left and the right of me for when you sat in the cab, to make it a bit brighter, along with 2 more underneath. Backlighting, LED lighting all along the bottom as well as along the top, and then Real nice size storage area. Comes standard with this TV bracket and a 12-volt socket just there. And then more storage this side. Dimmable lighting, 240 socket, 12-volt just below, and then some more switches just for the lights. Moving on to the kind of the control boards, you've got the Truma iNet system on the left for all your heating, just through here. So your hot water and heating's on this one, and then you've actually got your main control board, so you can go through kind of your leisure battery voltage, engine battery voltage, water levels, not going in at the minute, and then you've also got your awning light, which is on a remote as well, so that's dimmable, so you can change the brightness up and down, as well as having your pump just there. USB-C socket, and then onto the cooking department. Tap just folds up like so, and then you've got your 2-burner hob along with the 12-volt compressor fridge just below. And then if you do need a little bit more of extra space, you can just fold up the worktop extension just there. More lights that I have just missed on, just on the touch light, and then storage. You've got ample storage in this van, with it being the longer 6 metre, and you get that real good quality again when you're just shutting the drawers and the catches. It all feels that standard Knaus Weinsberg quality. You can see we've just got a drain valve there, which is nice what they do. They put a few of them around the vans just to make sure the whole system can be drained down, so you're not going to get frozen taps in winter, which we do see quite often in some other brands. Really nice sized storage locker there. And then, as is always the case, we always get people ask where do we put the shoes. It's got this hinged step. It's a great place to put the shoes. And then just to the right, more storage. So plenty of space if you are going on a longer journey. Obviously this plinth's removable if you did want to remove it, so you can have complete through access. And then you can see the mattress topper just on the back. Again, we've got that LED lighting right across the top, and then the skylight. Window on the right hand side. And just from me, my personal view of being in this van, it does feel so bright and airy, especially having the back doors open. With the cream cupboards and the extra window, the whole van just feels like a nice place to be. Whereas sometimes in the van conversions, they can feel a little bit more cramped, and with a lot kind of stuffed into one place. Moving into the bathroom, it is an extendable tap which goes onto the top, and then what we've got is you've got a shower curtain. It's not your typical conventional shower curtain that will cling onto you, so what you've got is little kind of catches which clip on a magnetic button, and what it'll do, it'll clip all the way around. I can't quite show you with one hand, but it'll actually enclose the full space, so you'll have a kind of complete rectangled off section, so the shower curtain's not going to stick to you, which can be a little bit of a frustration sometimes with shower curtains. I know it can put people off, but rest assured with this, it will actually just stick against the wall, and then it'll keep the toilet obviously dry. Toilet just below, and then you've got storage both sides. And then if you look just on here, that extends, so if you need a bit of extra storage while you're in there, you've got that. And then a few more storage lockers just up the top. So yeah, there's a quick tour. This one is an automatic as well. It's on the new 8-speed automatics. That's a £3,100 cost option. And this particular van that we're in today is at 69,995 with the particular spec, but you can kind of change the spec if you did want to build one online. But we've put on kind of what we think's the essential bits to have. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you do have any more questions, please do feel free to get in contact with us at Yourstyle Leisure, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much.